After another cloudy but quiet day, more rain is already building back in. I'm ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Jamie Martin. With your first warning neighborhood weather, the rain will close in on us from the east. I'll track it with first warning Doppler radar coming up. ABC 57 News at 6 starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 6.
Right now, new developments in the death of an 18-month-old. Police now say the toddler was not killed in a hit and run as first thought. And officers have arrested the girl's mother and her boyfriend. ABC 57 first brought you this story and broke it on our Facebook page early this afternoon. Good evening, I'm Krista Fogelsong. Elkhart County Jail. Danny Pennington and Mandy Turner Berger are now facing charges in connection with the death of 18-month-old Mariah Gibson. Neither is charged with murder, but police say today their stories about a hit and run unraveled. We have a team of reporters following the story tonight. ABC 57's Ashley Isbicki is live at the Elkhart County Jail. ABC 57's Jacqueline Kelly is live where one of the suspects used to live. But we begin with ABC 57's Emily Pritchard live in Goshen where this all started. Right now, I'm walking into the house where Daniel Pennington was arrested just this afternoon. Mandy Turner Berger was arrested earlier today, and many people say that they feel betrayed by Danny and Mandy.
It needs to all come out. The truth needs to come out. Everything needs to come out.
Frustration and sadness filled this 8th Street neighborhood in Goshen. The people here helped search for a car they believed hit 18-month-old Mariah. Now they say they were told Mandy Berger Turner turned herself and her boyfriend in for running Mariah over with a car.
She went in and turned herself in because she was feeling guilty. I got a visit from her sisters today, and they asked if I knew him, and he had been over for a visit, and I set it up so he would be arrested here, yes.
Julia Mazuka and Angelica Miller just can't help but think this child could have been saved if the two accused acted faster.
If you would have just picked that baby up, put her in the car, and took her to the hospital and said, hey, she opened the door, she fell out of the car, this is what happened. Yeah.
Did you ever doubt her story?
No.
Not until last night when we started putting pieces together.
Mazuka and Miller were out all night helping to look for the car that was described in the hit-and-run story.
For her and search for the car when there was no car.
Now their focus is on one thing.
We're still going to do what we can for Mariah.
That's the main focus.
It's all going to be about her.
And she was precious. She really was. She's a precious little girl that didn't deserve to die. I hope that they have had sleepless nights like I have. That little girl needs to rest in peace now. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore.
Mariah's funeral is scheduled for this Friday at Yoder Cove Funeral Home in Goshen. The viewing starts at 10 a.m. and the funeral will start at 11. And friends and family ask everyone who attends to wear bright colors in honor of Mariah's bright personality. Reporting live in Goshen, Emily Pritchard, ABC 57 News. Tonight, our team coverage continues with what we've been able to uncover about the arrest of the two suspects. Our crews fanned out to both addresses Danny Pennington gave to police and to the Elkhart County Jail. ABC 57's Ashley Isbicki was the only reporter there as Pennington arrived at the jail. She joins us now live with what she found out. Ashley.
Krista, I was here when Goshen police pulled in to drop off Daniel Pennington. Now, that was about an hour and a half ago, around 4:30. He has been booked and faces obstruction of justice charges. That's a Class D felony, and he's not alone. Mariah's mother, Mandy Turner Berger, also faces that same charge. Now, she was arrested earlier today. Again, ABC 57 sources told us that she actually had turned herself in, but Goshen police say they already knew the stories just weren't adding up. Now, the Elkhart County Prosecutor's Office is taking over the case. It's no longer in the hands of the Goshen Police Department. But again, both Mariah's mother and Daniel Pennington are now here behind bars. Live in Elkhart County, Ashley Isbicki, ABC 57 News.
Today, the boyfriend Pennington told police he lived in an apartment complex on Prospect Avenue in Goshen. ABC 57 went there to see what we could learn about him tonight. ABC 57's Jacqueline Kelly joins us live from there now. And Jacqueline, when you arrived, detectives were still on the scene.
That's right, Krista. When I got here, there were 2 detectives standing at the base of these stairs right behind me. I wasn't able to talk with them, but I was able to talk to neighbors who say that this upstairs unit you can see right here is apartment 2, which belongs to Daniel Pennington. While I was here, an acquaintance of Daniel Pennington's came here rushing up the stairs and banging on the door. She says that she's good friends with his girlfriend, who also lives at the residence right behind me. And she said that before today, she had never heard of Mandy Turningberger, and that she wasn't aware that Daniel had another girlfriend. Live in Goshen, Jacqueline Kelly, ABC 57 News.
Recapping our top story tonight, police arrested 2 people in connection to Goshen toddler's death. Now, the girl's mother, Mandy Turner-Berger, and the mother's boyfriend, Daniel Pennington, are being held on obstruction of justice charges. Of course, stay with ABC 57 News as we follow this developing story. We will have much more tonight at 11. You can also go to our ABC 57 Facebook page to comment. There's a lot of comments today, and get the latest updates. Well, when will the clouds disappear and the rain end? Not tonight. That's right. More showers are headed our way. ABC 57's Chief Meteorologist Jamie Martin joined us from our First Warning Neighborhood Weather Center with the very latest. Jamie.
Thanks a lot, Krista. Yeah, we were out at the golf course in Goshen today. A little cloudy.
Cloudy, but it didn't rain on us.
Yeah, not much rain out there, but we do have some rain beginning to pop up across the area. In fact, as we speak, our evening's going to be a little damp for some folks. In fact, let's track it right now with ABC 57 First Warning Doppler radar. You can see a little green on the screen here. We're talking about some rain showers, no thunderstorms, but a little rain popping up here as all this mess continues to push off to the west right now at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. Dwajak over to Cassopolis, a few light rain showers there, eventually moving into Berrien Springs. Also right along the toll road and 20 from Shipshewana just off to the west of White Pigeon. We are seeing some showers there. They're all going to track in through Bristol at 617, Dunlap at 628, and Elkhart at 634. So we do have some showers back in the picture here. They're all coming in from the east, and there's still a lot of them to go. So right now we're looking at temperatures pretty mild in the mid-60s across most of the area, a little cooler in Benton Harbor at 58. And by the overnight hours, we're talking about temperatures in the low 50s. And, yep, some showers will continue. Eventually, a big warm-up is on the way by the weekend. We'll talk more about that with your 10-day forecast in just a few minutes. Krista?
All right. Thanks, Jamie. A South Bend teen is in the hospital tonight after he was shot in the chest. It happened just before 12:30 this afternoon on the 3500 block of West Jefferson. Police say up to 30 shots were fired near the LaSalle Park apartments. The 18-year-old victim told police he was walking outside when he was hit in the chest just underneath his heart. An hour later, a dozen police officers were still on the scene.
What they're doing is they're searching for evidence of the shooting to see how many weapons may have been involved, to see if there's any shell casings, to see what direction the bullets came from, and they're canvassing the neighborhood for more information.
At this hour, no one has been arrested. Police say the victim is in good condition and is cooperating with them. The cause of a fire at Main Street Village in Granger remains under investigation. That fire destroyed the top floor of one of the buildings Monday. We do know it started in an upstairs apartment, and witnesses say the fire moved incredibly fast. ABC 57 News also did some checking with fire marshals and the owner of the complex. The Sterling Group told us this morning Main Street Village does have firewalls. What used to be a vacant lot on South Bend's west side, now it's a beautiful new home, partially built with federal grants. A group called Near Northwest Neighborhood Incorporated is getting ready to sell that home now. ABC 57's Ryan Clun checked it out today, and Ryan, a new house isn't something you usually see in that neighborhood.
Well, Krista, it's not. Now, this is South Bend's historic district, and new houses aren't very common. Now, what they're doing is replacing a lot with a new home, and that can have quite the positive effect on the area. It sits on the corner of Cottage Grove and Lindsay Street on South Bend's west side. A brand new 3-bedroom home, green with brown pillars, and it really sticks out.
The new home that's coming up, it looks really nice.
Brandy Jennings lives across the street, and she's impressed.
Really, it's good it's on the corner because it's going to, help with making the neighborhood look a lot better.
Making the neighborhood look better is what Karen Ainsley with Near Northwest Neighborhood Incorporated does.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
Notre Dame students designed the new home with the area in mind.
They did a lot of walking through the neighborhood, looking at housing styles, taking pictures, talking with neighbors.
A new home is different, but 15 other homes on the block have been revitalized by the group.
That's an awesome kitchen. It's a really, really nice size.
The goal is to rebuild vacant homes, get people living there, and maintain part of South Bend's history. So even though the home on Cottage Grove is the only new one on the block, it fits the mold.
once the grass grows in here and things come back, you won't be able to tell this house is any different than any of the other houses on the street, and that was really important to us.
Jennings sees the progress across the street and down the block.
The neighborhood is getting a lot better.
That's something she says is a good thing. Now, the home will be put on the market in a couple of weeks. Anybody interested can make an offer. Now, since the group's been around since 1994, they've redone more than 100 homes on the city's west side. Now, South Bend still has a lot of vacant homes, but this is part of solving that problem. Live in the newsroom, Ryan Klund, ABC 57 News.
Will the third time be the charm for the city of Elkhart? Mayor Dick Moore has once again delayed his State of the City address. Originally, it was scheduled for March, but the speech was moved to tonight so Moore could deliver it from the newly renovated Lerner Theater. Turns out, though, construction isn't quite finished. The State of the City is now set for June 20th. Well, it's some of the worst flooding Indiana has seen in decades, but relief is on the way. How the state is helping out the most devastated counties.
I'm ABC 57's Tony Spahar outside of a Granger landmark that's back on the menu. The Rib Shack is back. I'll show you how the new owner is honoring her father, the man who started the restaurant over 30 years ago.
And for ABC 57 News, hit the links today to help raise money for a great cause.
Yeah, another cloudy evening setting up with more showers for the evening and overnight. At least it's getting warmer. All the details in your 10-day forecast coming up.
As we're going to show a little later in the newscast, we were out in Goshen today enjoying the somewhat nice weather. It wasn't terrible for golfing.
It wasn't horrible. You know, it's been very wet lately, especially during the overnight hours. And again, this evening and tonight, we've got more rain showers on the way. So sit back, relax. Let's show you where the showers are. Let's talk about those weather headlines also, because things are going to be changing around just a bit. Just give it another day or so. We do have overnight showers and some showers possible on our Thursday, but we are getting warmer each day. And eventually, we will have a break from the wet weather as we head in towards Friday and the first half of our Saturday. We've still got showers to talk about tonight. Let's go ahead and track it with ABC 57 first warning Doppler radar. You can see the heaviest stuff still to our west, but we've got these scattered showers beginning to head back into the region right now. Pretty light in nature, just some light rain around Dowagiac, heading north of Berrien Springs right now, down through Cassopolis, and then right on down to the west of West Pigeon, north of Bristol, and over towards Shipshewana. All this is moving its way off towards the west, so it is beginning to move right on down the toll road. We're going to see it moving right through Edwardsburg at 6:33, Granger at 6:37, but it's pretty light in nature, nothing terrible yet, but we do have some pretty heavy rain that's still situated off to our west, our east, and as it heads west, it's going to move right on across the area, so a little better chance of rain as we head through the overnight hours. Temperatures pretty mild, even for this time of the year. We're getting closer at least to 70, 67 degrees in South Bend. We will have those showers pretty soon. That'll cool us off a little bit. In fact, Elkhart right now running at 64 degrees here. Hour-by-hour forecast through the evening. Look for some spotty showers, a little better chance about midnight through about 3 a.m. as those temperatures slowly drop to 57 degrees by midnight. Now, here's how things look with Forecast Track as we move our way through the evening hours from 7 o'clock all the way to 11. Not a ton of rain, just some spotty showers. A little better chance through the overnight hours through 3 a.m. and even into tomorrow morning, at least early for your morning commute. May just need that jacket.